Vítejte u podcastu První kolej. Jen málo která značka proslavila Českou republiku ve světě tak jako plzeňská Škoda. S jejími výrobky se lidé setkávají již více než 160 let. V tomto podcastu se podíváme do zákulisí a ukážeme vám, jak tento přední evropský výrobce vozidel pro městskou a železniční dopravu funguje. Tato epizoda podcastu První kolej bude opět v angličtině. Hostem byl totiž Przemysław Dołęga, s kterým si budu povídat o projektu varšavského metra, pro které dodává skupina Škoda vagóny. Hello everyone, this is kind of special episode of our podcast because it's in English once again. I think we already tried this before, and this time is with part of Škoda Group in Poland, and my guest today is and please help me pronounce it better. Is it Przemysław Dołęga?
Przemysław Dołęga, yes, but
okay. You know, Czech and Polish is not that different, so I think I did quite nice try. So Przemysław, welcome to the show. Hi.
Hi, hello everyone.
I would just maybe start with a little bit, if you can give us your background and maybe just kind of give us a little bit of understanding how did you get into the Škoda Group?
Okay, so once again, my name is Przemysław Dołęga. I work at Škoda Group since 1st of January 2021. I've joined this company basically because I just wanted to be the part of the project that Škoda Group is currently trying to execute, which is the Metro Warsaw project.
Okay. Can you give us a little bit of like introduction of what the Metro Warsaw project is? Like how big it is or what does it actually mean?
So basically Metro Warsaw project is it was I think announced around 2016, the tender call for offers, and then I think we placed the offer and we were trying to win it, fighting for it like till 2020, like 3 or 4 years almost. And the scope of the project is to deliver 37 6 wagons metro units, and also there is an option which the client can use to buy an additional 8 units. So this is quite big project, and especially that we don't have any other metro system in Poland. That's the Warsaw one.
So the Warsaw one is the only metro system in Poland?
Yes, this is the only one, and there was, as I said, quite big fight, say, to get this contract. There were a lot of competitors that were trying to win it, but finally we signed the contract with Metro Warsaw, and we are the ones that build and deliver the metro vehicles.
Okay, nice. Maybe we will get later into the project itself and how does it work, but if you can maybe give us an overview, what does these 37 metro vehicles mean? Is it like, does Warsaw replaces all its vehicles, or is it just kind of part of, we replace half of them, or, how big is Warsaw Metro?
In fact, this is like both at the moment, because Metro Warsaw is still developing, and at this moment we have like 2 lines. First line is finished and the second line is still under construction. At this moment, I think they are missing 2 stations that should be built in the near future and 1 depot. Currently, Metro Warsaw is located just in 1 depot, in Depot Kabaty, where all the vehicles are brought for the maintenance. In the numbers, in fact, this is currently the 5th type of the metro vehicles that Metro Warsaw uses, and as I said, it's like both, because our vehicles are just needed to operate on the new metro lines, on the new metro stations as the lines they are being extended, and also the goal that Metro Warsaw is trying to achieve is to withdraw from the service the old Series 81 vehicles and just to be replaced with the new ones.
So, how are you involved in the projects? What's your role actually in that?
Basically, as part of Škoda Polska, we are like first line contact for the Metro Warsaw people, and we try to facilitate a little bit the communication between Škoda and Metro Warsaw, because there is also a language barrier, this first one, but mostly the problem was during the COVID times, and that it was forbidden to travel to Poland or travel to Czech Republic. As I know from the beginning of the contract, our colleagues from Škoda Transportation were coming quite often to Warsaw, but since the COVID exploded a little bit, there was an issue with the travel, and basically it is how it is.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So you are basically a mechanical engineer. So are you involved into like the vehicle design, or is it more like account management or these sort of things? Or, how do you describe it?
Basically, it's quite hard to describe.
Okay.
Because at this project, let's say in Škoda Polska, there are not many people, and we are involved in all of the fields of the project. Basically, my main task is to discuss with the different departments of Metro Warsaw, mainly the technical departments, and trying to find out what are the real needs of the client and what we can offer them. So this was like in the first stage of the project. So just trying to have the common view on the requirements and the expectations of the client, and trying to have it explained to our colleagues from Škoda Transportation, the designers. So I'm like some kind of the coordinator between the two companies. So that's only the mechanical issues, as you said. I'm a mechanical engineer, but also all of the other ones. So also including the electrical engineering, the software, and all this different.
Okay, interesting. Do you remember some like hard issue that you maybe had to work on in the beginning, in the defining the projects? Like, were there some, kind of hard decisions to make or something like that?
Basically, we had one issue. Let's say maybe it was not big, but it was quite time consuming because we had the problems with the key for the locks, the triangle locks. The people that are involved in this project, they know what I speak about. Basically, the matter was about the Metro Warsaw wants to have the same key, the same triangle key to open all the locks in the vehicle, and basically we had to define finally the design of the key and the design of the lock to make it fit. At the beginning, Metro wanted to use their own keys, but later on it was found out that not all of them will fit to the defined lock, and basically we had to find some compromise and something in common. This was quite long issue.
No, it's interesting that you kind of must think about so many little things when defining kind of the project or the plans. Like it must be like thousands small decisions to make.
In fact, it is because the vehicle is to be in the service for quite a long time. The Metro vehicles are like working quite good environment for the lifetime. So there is not a problem to use it for really quite a long time, and we have to have it in mind that all of the solutions that we'll choose now will be later used in the train for many, many years. And they have to be up to date for today, to be quite modern, that they will be not get obsolete in some short time.
Yeah, makes sense. Does it also sometimes happen that you just, forget something? Like you get into the kind of middle of the project and they're like, oh, we didn't think about this. Should it be this way or that way?
No, basically in this project, it cannot happen too much because we had agreed with the Metro Warsaw that at the moment that we were designing the vehicles, we were showing to the client what are our solutions and what we want, let's say, to propose them in the final vehicle. And basically the client, they had also the opportunity to check it before it was put in the production. So at this project, hopefully we didn't have any issue like that.
Okay, so it usually works like that you as a manufacturer goes to the client and tell them this is how we think it should be and it should work, and then the clients either say, okay, you know what you are doing, or have some small adjustments.
Basically, this project was quite unusual in my opinion, because until this time, the Skoda Group did not produce the metro vehicle with the aluminum body, which was introduced in Metro Warsaw vehicle as a first. We had before the metro vehicles, but produced in the steel body technology. So at this moment, in this particular project, it was quite possible, because we were designing the vehicle almost from scratch. But in my opinion, if we speak about the regular railway vehicles, normally all of the producers want to have all of the vehicles made in the same way. And because as you make the design once, and as you make all the calculations for the vehicle once, or even the certification, the homologation process, it's much easier later on just to keep it in the production than to review the project every client, let's say, and to make it from the beginning. This was, in my opinion, quite specific project.
Okay, so because you were designing it for this client for the first time, kind of.
Yes.
Okay.
This was the topic, and also the Metro Warsaw vehicle. It's like we can name it as the first vehicle from the new family of the metro vehicles in Skoda Group. Yeah, it was
nice. So all the others vehicles will kind of be based on this one you made for Warsaw.
Yeah, hopefully, because also the metro vehicles are not so popular as the regular railway vehicles, like the regular EMUs or the DMUs, but we hope to sell more of this kind. And in my opinion, this vehicle that was co-designed almost, let's say, with Metro Warszawskie, it's really good vehicle, because, as I said before, this is the fifth type of the vehicle that Metro Warszawskie use. So they have already the experience with the other vehicles, the other producers, and they know what worked for them and what did not, let's say. So we could also use their experience, let's say, during our designs.
Okay, interesting. You said that kind of the railroad vehicles are more common. You worked in a railroad before. How do you see the difference, working with the railroad vehicles and now the metro?
Basically, I used to work before in the company that was the supplier, the distributor of the special vehicles, not the passenger vehicles. So this was quite different. But basically, in fact, in Poland, the homologation process for the special vehicles and for example, to be used on the siding, to use in the metro, and the homologation process for the metro vehicles to transport the passengers is based on the same law in Poland. So for me, it was a little bit easier, let's say, to understand all of the requirements.
Interesting.
Lucky me.
Yeah. How many people are working in Poland actually in a Skoda?
At the moment when I started in Skoda Polska, this was 4 of us, and at this moment, as we have also to provide the warranty service for the Metro Warsaw vehicles, I think it will be more than 30 people just in the service department, because we need to be ready to repair the vehicles in case of something happens 24/7, 365 days a year. So we need also to have some capacity, let's say, to make it.
It's not like, okay, one is broken, you have 1 month to repair it.
Unlucky that, but also, as I said, say the vehicles are quite good designed, and they have we use the components from the main players in the market, like all the suppliers for the subsystems. So they are like proven technology. So nothing should happen.
So what's the state of that project now? Like at this point, is it like almost finished, or where is it?
So basically, last week. Today is the 7th day from the event. We put into the operation the first vehicle, so it's like the regular operation with the passenger. With the passengers, we just transport. It's used for the transport regularly in the first and the second line of Metro Warsaw, and we have like now to hand over the next 37 trains. And hopefully, if the metro will use the option, also the next 8 of them. So we are like at the moment of the production, handing over and the deliveries.
So right now is like the first train is in operation, if I understand correctly.
Yeah. Yes, first train is operation with the passengers, and then hopefully when we deliver the next 36 trains, the Metro Warsaw will also use the option to deliver the next 8 of them. And of course, we have also to provide the warranty, as I said, for 36 months from each of delivery of the vehicles.
How long does it kind of take before, you should make all these 37 of them? As
I remember, all of the vehicles should be delivered until end of the next year. So it will be like 2 or almost 3 vehicles a month to be delivered and to be handed over.
That's quite a lot of work.
Quite a lot of work, but basically, I think in the bodies of the vehicles, we are like almost in the body number 170 from 222 from the main scope of the contract. So it's like 6 times 37 to 222. So I hopefully will finish this in I think around 4 months, maybe 5 months.
Okay, cool.
And then we just have to install all of the pieces inside, paint the body.
So where are they actually manufactured, the vehicles?
Yeah, the vehicles are being built in 2 of the factories of Skoda. The bodies itself are built in Ostrava, in the Wagonka, and the welded aluminum bodies, like the raw bodies, not painted, goes to Pilsen, to the transportation, and then they are being painted there, and the Skoda employees install all the pieces inside, make the first startup of the vehicle, and some tests with the client, commissioning, and when the vehicle is ready, is being sent to Metro Warsaw. When it started up for the second time, and the Metro Warsaw inspectors also take part in the hand over of the vehicle, so they have their own procedures to check the vehicle, which were created with us. Let's say we have some protocols to be filled out, and as soon as all of the points are fulfilled, we can come to the process of handing these vehicles over.
How do you actually move like these huge, 6-wagon metro vehicles from Czech Republic to Poland? Is it on the railroad?
Basically, this, as you said, we put it in the regular railway tracks. So we have the special wagons with the adapters, because the couplers on the metro vehicles are different from the railway ones. So we have the special wagons to be installed in the front and in the back of the vehicle. Then you need also to put some other wagons to act as a braking weight, and then you can just pull it with a regular. Okay. So you don't have to put it on some other car or something. You pull it on the railroad itself. Yes, and Metro Warsaw is luckily connected to the regular railway line via the siding, which is quite long. It's like 8 kilometers, I think, long, and it connects the depot Kabaty with the airport of Okęcie. There is the railway station, and as the vehicle is delivered there later, it just needs the diesel loco to be to push the vehicle in the depot Kabaty.
Okay, that's really interesting. Pretty cool. So maybe my last question, what are your kind of current working tasks, or what, how do you spend most of your working days right now?
Basically, as I said, let's say at this moment we are in the phase of handing over the vehicles. We have currently in the Kabaty depot 3 other vehicles. So one is handed over, and 3 other are right now in the phase of the testing with the client and handing this over. So this is what take the most of my time at this moment. Okay.
Well, Przemysław, thanks you very much for sharing this with us. I think it's been really interesting to kind of, go a little bit inside of the project and see how it's being made and what's your part in it. So thanks a lot.
Thank you. Thank all of you, and take care.
Moc děkujeme, že jste doposlouchali tuto epizodu podcastu První kolej. Pokud vás to bavilo a nechtěli byste, aby vám unikly i další epizody, tak se určitě přihlašte k odběru tohoto podcastu tam, kde podcasty posloucháte. Je k dispozici na Spotify, Apple podcastech i dalších podcastových platformách. Pro dnešek to je od nás všechno a uslyšíme se zase příště. Naslyšenou.